Okay, I've tried to do this video like 4 times and something always messes up. So anyway, load number one, St. Joseph, Missouri to Hammond, Louisiana. As you can see here, $1,020 gross. And the fuel surcharge is 44 cents, 44.8, whatever. $387.97. First load, St. Joe, Hammond, Louisiana, $1,020. I had 913 total miles on this run. About 47 of those were out of route. Quality had 866 miles on this. Me and Google disagreed on something. Well, no, actually they disagreed and then changed their mind and rerouted me, and without me noticing it, and I went a little ways farther than I needed to. So anyway, no biggie. 47 miles, ain't nothing to get bent out of shape about. Okay, now I had about 3/4 a tank of fuel in this truck when I picked it up. So I made it 150 miles to my first fuel stop. So I didn't count that in this equation as far as money, because I didn't have to buy that fuel to make that 150 miles. That left me with 763 miles of fuel purchases. Total trip, I bought 109 gallons of fuel for this. Average mile per gallon, 7 miles per gallon. That went way down in southern Missouri and northwest Arkansas. Let me tell you, those hills and mountains, they'll pull you down. Average price I paid was right at $5 a gallon. Fuel charged, as you seen earlier, was $387.97, which was about 44 cents a mile. I spent $547 on fuel for this load. That was $160 more than what they gave me for the fuel surcharge. That basically came out of my pay. Net payment for me on this run was $473 after my escrow payment. Now, you can argue that, everybody says, well, you got to count your food. Well, I eat at home. I actually eat less on the road than I do at home. So I don't always count that. Do you get a hourly job at home? Do you count your food out of that? Well, I get $20 an hour, but you're not counting your 3 meals a day. There you go. It's funny. Some people will try their hardest to be negative about something. I love when they say, well, that's before taxes. Well, your $20 an hour job is before taxes too. So anyway, out of this, I left Sunday around noon from my house to go to Atchison, Kansas, and get a room, which is about 25-30 miles away, something from St. Joe, so that I could be there bright and early Monday morning and pick this unit up and get started. Well, winter happened. So, but anyway, up till about 2 hours before I got to Atchison, I had a good day. It was sorry about that. It was a nice day. Out of focus. Oh well, you done seen it all. But it was a nice day. I took my time, stopped at a couple of historical sites and everything. The room cost me $67. Come on, focus. Good. Boy, that worked great. So you can say, okay, I take $70 out of that, still got $400. Gas for my car up there was roughly $30. It took me a tank of gas to get up there. And it takes me at $3.75, whatever gas was then, it takes me about $35 to fill it up. It's a small compact car. You've seen it before on the channel. So Picked it up. Didn't really get up there due to the road conditions up till about 11 o'clock. Got hooked up in a muddy lot and all that. It was about 1 before I left. So, I only made 300 and something, 370 miles that first day, I think, something like that. And I was wore out, fighting those hills and everything. So, I made it there Tuesday evening, dropped it off. The man wasn't there. I can drop it off after hours. I just had to come back Wednesday morning to get my paperwork signed. So I slept in the car Tuesday night. Actually, I slept in on Monday night and Tuesday night because it didn't have a sleeper on, obviously. So no motel costs there. I do this regularly. So anyway, after, expenses, whatever, $473. Can you live on $473 for a basically two days work? I don't know, can you? Well, let's look at these other loads. Now remember, Quality is the lease paying company I'm leased onto. Okay, on load number 2, focus. Load number 2, my advance was $645. You see there, they took out $13 for insurance, $53 for escrow. My final settlement was $363, and that left me with $1,008 gross. So let's see the breakdown. Okay, on the load number 3, 2018 Volvo going from Gulfport, Mississippi to Wichita, Kansas. 920 miles, $1,400 is what they paid. My dispatcher threw in about $40 or $50 deadhead money. I was in Birmingham. Gulfport's roughly 300 miles, something like that. So she threw in $40, $50 of money for deadhead miles. It takes about $35, $40 to fill my tank up, and I can go about 350 miles ish on the tank. So basically, she threw a tank of gas in, which I appreciate very much. $26 coming out for insurance, $70 for escrow. Final payment was $1,304. And so let's look at the breakdown on this run. Again, it was 2018 Volvo, going 920 miles. So there you have it. You see what, basically I try to run 3 to 4 days a week. I don't run hard. Those days are over for me. I don't have to run hard, don't want to run hard. I like getting out, enjoying myself. Now, if you're the type that, nice rainy day here at the apartments. Oh, looks like we got some new tenants. Hadn't seen these 2 trucks before. Okay. So, anyway, there you have it. Now, can you live on $1,500 a week? Bring home? First week, basically, it's $473. You won't count the room. Okay, it's $400. I had 2 other runs lined up that week. I made it from Hammond, Louisiana to Jackson, Mississippi, 125 miles, something like that. Supposed to pick up another truck going up to Ohio. Then I was going to pick a truck up in Ohio and come back to Kansas City. Well, the one in Jackson, even though they said, yes, it's ready, it's been here, a month, whatever. So, started doing the pre-trip, started doing the air brake test, losing air. Stopped the truck, like 3 air leaks. I said, seriously. Well, then they dragging their feet about getting it fixed. Well, who's going to fix it? Oh, they're going to fix it. That's their try, blah, blah, blah. Come at night, still hadn't got it fixed. I said, you know what? I'm going home. So that screwed my whole week up because they couldn't tell me when they was going to have it fixed. And that was just the start of my pre-trip. So there's no telling what else. So anyway, I could have probably done that or more that week. It's pretty much what I can do week in, week out if I, want to. Now, can you make it on that? I don't know. Some of y'all got to eat three $20 meals a day, plus you $30 of snacks, and stop at the casino and spend a couple $100, and then you got to stay in a Marriott every night because I ain't sleeping in no damn truck, or something else like that. Probably not going to make it. Or if you got a big $2,000 a month mortgage bill and $1,000 pickup payment and a $800 SUV payment and credit cards maxed out and all that, and you're probably not going to do it in Driveaway. I'd look for another line of work if I was y'all. So anyway, this is pretty much, with high fuel prices now, with diesel over $5 a gallon, and I've seen it as high as $5.49 in the Midwest. It's come down a little bit now. Most places I've seen are closer to $5.10 a gallon, but if you work mud flat, work discounts and stuff like that, like I said, I found it in Oklahoma for $4.39 a gallon. That was before a discount. I found it on mud flat once in that last load in Arkansas for $4.08. That was a horrible trip. I had nothing. I run into rain in Little Rock right at dark and coming through 30, and they had all the lanes changing. Couldn't see the lane markers, and it was lights on that Volvo were dim. Couldn't see. Oh my gosh! Then I get up there finally on I-40 at a rest area, and I just said, screw it. I'm spending the night. Get up next morning, do my pre-trip, take off. I went about 10 miles down the road. All of a sudden, I feel something sting in my leg. And I'm grab it, I crush it. I know it's a bug, I just don't know what kind of bug. So I make it to fuel stop, get out. It's a little mahogany wasp. I guess he flew in the day before when I had the window down or something, I don't know. Anyway, he found my leg. And then I hit horrendous headwinds, like 20 to 30 mile an hour sustained headwinds from south of Tulsa up to Wichita, and it was blowing the truck around, it was blowing everybody around, blew my tow lights, tore them up. Oh my gosh, it was a horrible trip. So but hey, it comes with the territory. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here, watch it rain a little bit more, drink some more coffee, get ready to head out tomorrow, start my week. Usually start my weeks on a Tuesday. And I usually work 4, off 3, or sometimes I'm off 4 and only work 3. So like I said, I don't get no big hurry. So anyway, that's just kind of example. If you pick the load and pick the company, kind of what you can make in Driveaway right now with those high fuel prices.